What's up, guys?
Hey guys.
Here for another Rangers post game against the Flyers. Was an unfortunate one. Rangers dropped 4-3 to Philly. They were on a two-game streak, not a winning streak, and the Flyers were on a two-game losing streak. After getting blown out of Lake Tahoe like 7-3, this was the first time the Flyers had played since then, so you knew they were coming out. And right off the gate, there's a whole Panarin issue, which I'm not going to get into, except he's out, and we don't know when he's coming back, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to get into it. Like I said earlier, I don't want to put politics into sports, and I don't want to put politics really into my channel, because that's all you hear about nowadays, and I'm just not doing it.
I think just wishing the best for him and hoping he comes back soon.
We're hoping he's back soon, and
if he had been here tonight, it would have been really.
Game could have been a different story if he was back tonight.
Yeah.
So to start the game off, also K'Andre Miller was scratched right before the game with COVID.
That's a huge loss too.
That's huge. So now we were missing Panarin, Kakko, Trouba, Hedl, and K'Andre Miller now. Mm-hmm. So Rangers are devastated as far as injuries go.
Yeah.
And they still kept it a pretty close game. Like I said, 4-3. Chris Kreider had a hat trick tonight. Not going to go into how all the goals went in or who scored them because he's the only one who scored for the Rangers. They had 2 power play goals. Chris Kreider scored all the goals. The game really came down to just boneheaded plays by the Rangers. They took 7 penalties in this game. Maybe 8 at the last. They took too many men on the ice with the goalie pulled.
Yeah.
7 men on the ice. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like I said, I'll keep it brief. This has just been a rough season for the Rangers. I've never seen this team, as long as I've watched, have to go through all this bullshit. And this is not even including COVID and the no fans and the restricted travel. This team is just getting crushed by drama. As far as the world is concerned, injuries, players not showing up to score. Zibanejad had 2 shorthanded breakaways tonight. Mind you, the defenseman was breathing down his neck, but Zibanejad's good enough to where he should be able to score these goals. So he was stoned 2 or 3 times tonight, straight up, just couldn't get the puck in the net. Blackwell had a wide open net and shot it into the pad. The Rangers could have easily at least got this game in overtime. It took a point at least. It would have been upsetting, but to watch them not get the 2 points. But it was a rough one. It was a rough one to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, some things that I liked was I felt like the Rangers were more aggressive. They instead of passing up until the end when they had no time and they really need to score when it was 3-4. But other than that, for most of the game, instead of passing, they were actually taking shots and they were actually going for it. And I thought that was great. Zibanejad had 2 really good shots that he could have made if he didn't do the same exact shot every time.
Yeah.
And Blackwell missed a couple. It was so close. It should have been a higher scoring game for the Rangers. It was so close. But I feel like there was some type of improvement. Especially going into it missing players. I feel like they tried hard and... Oh, man, it's just close. It's just close, but it's not there.
Shesterkin looked great.
Yeah. Oh my God.
A lot of bad giveaways by the Rangers in the third period. I think there was 3 breakaways for the Flyers on Ranger giveaways, and Shesterkin stopped all of them. At that point, it was already a 4-3 game. And Shesterkin, it easily could have been a 7-3 game if it wasn't for Shesterkin.
Fox made a good helping save. He threw his whole body.
It was a 2-on-0, and then
nice.
Fox came back to make it a 2-on-1, and he made a block, and then Strome came back to get the puck out. Easily could have been a goal right there. It was a 2-on-0, like I said. Flyers were just very hesitant to shoot the puck. They were for some reason trying to force the pass on that play, which was weird. But it worked out for the Rangers. But this is all it doesn't matter now. I mean, it's a great defensive play, but in hindsight, it's without Panarin and without K'Andre Miller, you could tell that really hurts the team. And this is K'Andre Miller's rookie year. I mean, he's played that well. I know I praise him every game. I even praise him, and he didn't even play tonight. I'm praising how he didn't play tonight. He should have been in the game. Instead, we got Jack Johnson, who is not really the greatest player. He's there. He can play defense, kind of. And then Rangers take a 5-on-3. I mean, they had 2 delay a game penalties tonight, and they had 2 too many men on the ice penalties. They took 7, maybe 8 penalties tonight. Those are 4 penalties that you just cannot take.
Yeah.
You just can't take those penalties. If they didn't take, and those are stupid penalties. If you don't take those, I can understand if you're under pressure with the too many or the delay of game. You got guys bearing down on you trying to get it out. Oh, whoops! I chipped it out. Don't take 2 of those, and don't take 1 of those when you're already down. It was a 5-on-4, and then Buchnevich takes a delay of game. So now you're 5-on-3. I mean, they ended up killing that off, believe it or not.
Yeah. So that was
and
good,
then came back to score, or get scored on. I mean, and they were down by 2 twice in this game, the Rangers. So they chased the game, pretty much the entire game. They were chasing.
Yep.
There was one point where the Flyers scored, and then the Kreider tied it up because he only one who scored. And then after that, after the first, the Rangers had to chase the entire game. So it is what it is. They shot themselves in the foot tonight, and not having certain players on the ice like like Panarin and Miller. I mean, they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll go back. Or we're gonna go home Friday. The Rangers finish up their road trip tonight. So Friday night against the Bruins, and it'll be the first time the Rangers will actually have fans in MSG. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah. I think that's going to make a difference. I'm really curious to see what goes on with that. Yeah. I think that'll make a difference.
It's only 10% capacity, which averages about maybe like 2,000 fans or something like that, they were saying. But that's better than no fans.
It's going to be something.
So
it's going to be something. Even if it's not, like as loud as it would be, it's still going to be something.
Yeah,
and I think it will.
There.
Yeah, I think it will make a difference.
It's nice, slowly try to get back to normal. Get some fans in the stadium and see where we can go from there.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm pretty good.
The only other thing I wanted to add was it Lindgren took a bad hit.
Oh yeah, Lindgren
really
got pushed
bad.
from behind. Should have been a major, but it was only a 2-minute boarding call, which was outrageous because the play was very dangerous.
Yeah, with his neck, he almost could have had a really bad neck injury there, which like when you're messing with your spine and your neck, like that can be very bad.
Yeah.
So that was, but he was okay. He seemed to stand up. I don't think there's any problems with him. I think he played the whole rest of the game.
Yeah, he got right up after that.
But that easily could have been another person injured on the team. So it wasn't. Yeah. So I'm glad. That's a good thing. And one last thing was Henrik Lundqvist, even though he's with the Capitals now, was playing today. So that was good news. Not playing. He was practicing.
Ice, yeah.
He's just moving around after the open heart surgery, getting back into it. Yeah, and I think that's great. That's one positive news story thing with hockey that I heard.
Always definitely will be a huge Lundqvist fan no matter where he plays. It's great that he's back on the ice. Hopefully he can even play next season. Knowing how much of a competitor he is, I wouldn't be shocked if he played a game this season. If he got the green light, I really wouldn't be shocked. Because he that's how he is. He is a competitor. He wants to play.
Does not want to sit around.
He doesn't want to sit around. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, at this point, I loved what he did for the New York Rangers. He didn't win a cup, unfortunately. But you know what? Let him keep playing. Let him keep pushing those numbers up. Let him get up there. Obviously he'll probably never beat like certain players' records like Brodeur or something like that. But the game has changed since that time. So. He'll definitely be a Hall of Famer, and if he keeps playing with whatever team, I'll keep rooting for him. So, yeah. But other than that, guys, we will catch you on Friday night against the Bruins. Like I said, looking forward to see some fans back in MSG.
Yeah.
And hopefully the Rangers have a bounce back game.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Have a great night.
Peace.
Bye.